Hi there, Virgos. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Astro Girl, and we're looking at March 9 through March 15. So we're halfway through March already. And the tides they are changing. And Virgos, this is one of those roller coaster weeks where you may find yourself caught up in some crazy kind of argument or disagreement that you really have nothing to do with. And with that said, you need to keep out of it because it's probably going to be between an Aries or a Leo or a Sagittarius or a Gemini. And as much as you want to jump in there and calm everything down and fix things, it's not going to be fixable. It has to run its course. So words to the wise, just let it be and let it run its course. This week features a balanced trine that turns into a dangerous alliance plus a sign change followed by a rest period. Mars in Aries, your 8th house of joint resources and investments, is riding point early Tuesday when it makes a fire trine to Jupiter, which is in Leo, your 12th house of past karma, and indicates a couple of days of positive growth. Take good heed because this is the only time these two planets will be in harmony throughout the year. It looks like hazard lights ahead Wednesday, March 11. Mars exchanges the Jupiter love bubble for a meet-up with Uranus. This disturbing and possibly violent alignment between Mars and Uranus reveals a side of Mars that doesn't play well with others. Things go further south when the dangerous duo gets mixed up with Pluto later in the day. The immense significance of this Uranus-Pluto meeting will be discussed. However, the best thing to do, as I said before, proceed with caution. Really try and steer clear of any kind of argument that you know is not winnable, that you know is just going to end in people storming out, cussing, fighting, not physically fighting, hopefully, but, just a never-ending drama. Then Mercury, your ruler, moves into Pisces, and that's going to be really nice. The 3 weeks that Mercury spends in Pisces will shift communications, travel, and thought patterns onto the emotional and non-verbal right side of the brain. Things go into a stall Saturday when Saturn goes out of phase. Saturn being the planet of authority and time management, and it's going out of phase and drifting backwards into Scorpio for 4 months. So August, I know it sounds like it's a long way away, but we're already into March. August, when Saturn moves direct and Jupiter moves into your sign, is actually going to be a fabulous month for you. And then the sun moves into your sign as well towards the end of August. So really set your sights on August, when your birthday, and what you want to do over the next couple of months to ensure that when you arrive at your birthday, that you arrive in high style, that that you've got a lot of what you want. So with Saturn going out of phase, it's a time for deadheading, Virgos. Deadheading is when you snip off flower heads after a plant is well past its bloom. This stop-motion practice prevents the flowers from going to seed, allowing the plant to put more energy into producing new blossoms. Deadheading a project, job, relationship, or idea that has blossomed and run its course guarantees that you will have the energy to make a successful and productive start when Saturn moves direct in August and Jupiter moves into your sign. It may take you that long to deadhead something or someone. It may be a long, slow process. And this is a time with Mercury in Pisces, however, when you'll see the emotional side of things, but being a Virgo, being an earth sign ruled by Mercury, you also see the black and white version. So it's an interesting time. As I said, steer clear of silly squabbles. Have a great week, and I'll speak to you again next week.